CoryxKenshin allegations. Let's dive into this shit, bro.
So last night, my entire timeline was jumping, talking about a YouTuber named CoryxKenshin. Truthfully, I don't really know much about the guy.
Yeah, alright. See, yeah, we're starting off with some cap. Niggas talk about some, I don't know much about CoryxKenshin. Yeah, nigga, alright. Everybody knows a lot about CoryxKenshin, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's like, come on, bro. Come on, he been carrying this shit for a decade. Like, let's give respect where it's due.
Factually one of the biggest creators on YouTube. It appears to me that he mainly makes gaming playthrough style videos, and people really seem to universally love him. The last time I can remember him really making headlines was when he was saying YouTube is racist or showed favoritism or something like that. Well, last night Cory found himself on the end of some allegations from an ex-girlfriend, and now
this
a lot
nigga
of his
is
fans
bullshit.
are turning their
This nigga is bullshit, bro. This nigga is bullshit. I don't like the way he talks. Like, I feel like he talking about Cory as if Cory is not that guy. Cory is that guy. Cory has always been that guy.
Tonight, Cory found himself on the end of some allegations from an ex-girlfriend, and now a lot of his fans are turning their back on him, saying that this all seems completely out of character, while others are obviously coming to his defense. So all the information we have right now does come from the ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name emannn3x official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok.
Thing, bro. It's like, damn, bro. Like, this shit can't be
Who
real,
goes by the name
Bro, alright, bro. Let's pull up TikTok. If this shit real, we gonna see Panda Ninja. Let's see Panda Ninja. Yeah, I know everybody searching her name. Yeah. Come on, bro. Now, where that profile at, though? Is this her? Niggas is faking as her? Are we dead ass? Yeah, you niggas are too deep in. Holy shit, get a life.
emannn3x official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok, which she titles "The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber," adding, "I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was." Also saying content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. I mean, just based on
What the fuck could Cory do? What the fuck did he do to get all of that checked off? Yo, yeah, GG's. G fucking G's.
Sheer amount of buzzwords she used here, I thought, god damn, this dude must have done some really bad shit. She starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Cory, and that he was hiding her from the world during the duration of their relationship. She even questions his religious acumen here. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. She goes on to say that Cory met her when she was at her lowest, and that he made her feel important. She also alludes multiple times to the idea that he ghosted her, or that he emotionally abused her, and that when she needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found.
You treated my body, my heart. You know what I think this is, chat? I think this is just a relationship going wrong, right? So let me explain that. So maybe Cory was in a relationship with this girl, he just didn't like her. Maybe it was just like they just stopped talking. Like, it don't seem like nothing overly crazy, but the words that she's using, like manipulation, mental abuse, like that's all very serious. So people are gonna think it's more than it really is, bro. I think she knows what she's doing.
My time like they were things that you could shelve and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. And it seems like they had a complicated on and off relationship. She alludes to the idea that he apparently cheated on her in public. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. He goes on to claim that this was his sister. And she also says that this is when he stopped talking to her altogether. And then she goes on to say,
is that not a valid point to stop talking to somebody though, chat? Or am I wildin'? If a girl wigging out on you, why the fuck would you keep talking to her? What? Maybe don't wig out on the nigga. That's just the...
How, and over and over she questions his position as a role model on YouTube, and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his audience, claiming that part 2 would be even heavier. And honestly, this first post I really saw as a nothing burger. Like, wow, man has a relationship with a woman of age. Yes, maybe he led her on, or he knew he had her wrapped around his finger, but nothing criminal or even immoral to me. Now in part 2, we see some actual messages exchanged between the two of them. Apparently they were communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is insane to me, but I digress. Basically, it seems like after some time, Cory wanted to spin the block for a booty call, apparently making light of himself ghosting her in the past. You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke, geez. I was just asking. Now she claims he did this spinning of the block because he knew he could still get her and that it would make him feel powerful. I mean, honestly, I think the dude just wanted to hit it again, seeing if it was a possibility.
Why do we have to make relationship shit so serious? The nigga just wanted to crack buns, bro. Like, it's not that deep, bud. Like, you trying to make it seem like the nigga was like, yeah, I got power over this girl. Yeah, I make her do what I want when I want her to do it. I'm the big freak. Like, bro, no, this is not Diddy Gang. Not every human operates like that, mud. I will not cap to you.
She claims, though, that he somehow threw the fact that she was apparently assaulted in the past by someone else in her face in doing this. She says that he used her when he wanted sex, and he comes back and says that this wasn't the case and that he genuinely loved her, but that apparently during the time of their relationship his life was all over the place. And despite previously claiming that she did not care about his money or status in the first part, she makes the assumption here that his life is all roses because he has money and fame, which obviously we've seen countless examples that that's not always the case. A lot of times more money, more status brings in a lot more problems for someone, especially mentally. And also, for the record, in her trying to expose him in this way, tells me that she is being very vengeful and really trying to turn his fans on him. I mean, just look at the way she titled this slideshow series. She was also trying to do like TikTok trends around the topic, which I'll get to here in a second. Now, apparently at some point this woman was diagnosed with cancer, which is obviously terrible. She says she was diagnosed all the way back during the pandemic, saying that she felt more alone than ever. And so she apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, that was the most passive-aggressive cancer review ever. With absolutely no other context, we don't know what she said to him before that, how she said it,
well,
or how...
Okay, I have a question. So somebody that you broke up with, they come to you, they like, yeah, I got this life-ending disease. What the fuck are you supposed to say? They're not your person anymore. It's not your job to check up on them anymore. Like, that's not... First of all, you were never obligated to do that, but some people, when they're in a relationship, they feel like they have to, so they will. But you don't have to do nothing. Like, you can't expect him to just give you everything you want and need, like, simply because y'all used to date. Like, that's selfish thinking.
How long it had been since they had even talked, claiming that seeing that text was harder than the diagnosis itself. I mean, come on. I mean, she's basically acting like he says, well, that sucks, bitch, kick rocks, and then blocked her. Like, there is truly not enough context here to make a judgment about one single text message. But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer, which I think is so out of bounds and fucked up for her to say. Now, she claims she survived the cancer, thankfully, and this is where we move on to part 3, where she basically says that Cory was using other women in this way, where he never truly committed to them but liked to keep them around. She goes on and on about speaking her truth and holding Cory accountable, really painting the picture that what she's doing here is some brave act. And then she also shares this video of the two walking down a hallway where she says, POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He only wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
It's still on.
It's still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did some to you while you were asleep too.
What?
Sorry, I just got to...
Cory, what? Cory, what? What you... What you mean you did something while she was sleeping? Hold on, nah, I see. This is out of context. Out of context.
This fetish, you know.
What
Fetish?
You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
What the fuck? It's like, I
You
don't
did
know.
something, and I'm gonna find out.
I don't know if they were just in a couple, and it was that maybe that was just the way they played. But it's just like that is a little crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. From the outside perspective.
On the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you go with this?
Now, don't get me wrong, that was some weird shit he said about watching her in her sleep and doing something. But granted, these are two people whose relationship seemed very immature, toxic, and downright strange. Also, while editing this video, I found this clip where she was being interviewed on TikTok Live last night, and she talks about the things that Cory said in that clip, making it pretty clear that she knew it was a joke.
Obviously, you see me
Okay.
fucking laughing at him in the video.
Free that man. Free him.
You can't be that dumb to think that it was
People are that dumb, though.
Well, unfortunately, then you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video, but if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the SA video.
That video in particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment, a nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
I literally just said that.
She did also post this video trying to capitalize on it.
Yeah, why is she doing this now though? Like, people always do this overly weird shit where it's like somebody will be doing so good or something and they'll just like come out with something, and maybe this person's image, like, I don't know, maybe you think people look at them as like a saint. Nobody looks at Kenshin as a saint. He makes raunchy comments, raunchy jokes. Like, he's grown up with his support. Like he's grown up with his supporters. So it's almost like the jokes are getting more adult-like the further he gets into, like, the further his supporters get into adulthood. So it's not like it's anything serious, bro. Like, nobody think Cory would just never have sex, or like Cory would just never do this. Maybe Cory would never get in a toxic relationship. Is it surprising a little bit? Like, damn, like, this creator's like was in something toxic? Yeah, but nigga, he's a human. Everybody, I'm not saying everybody has done some shit like this, but this has happened to a lot of niggas. So it's like you almost trying to crucify the nigga for being human. And it's a little bit weird. In my opinion, bro, you should have kept this shit to yourself, because now you got niggas talking about all types of SA allegations. Like, that's bad for business.
Talk trends.
Bacon avocado. I dated Cory Kenshin, and he hurt me really bad.
No. You see, that's where people fuck it up. You didn't date Cory Kenshin. You dated Cory. Okay? You didn't date Cory Kenshin. You dated Cory. Okay? That's a human. That's an actual person. But behind whoever he portrays on the screen, he's a human at the end of the day. He's allowed to make mistakes. I don't know why you thought he was like this perfect being, bro. And that's a kind of a you problem with, like, I don't know, idolizing him, I guess, to some extent. Or looking at him as something that he's not. But at the end of the day, Cory's still a human, so he's allowed to make mistakes. That's all I gotta say, bro.
I mean, come on, guys. You cannot tell me that this isn't at least a little bit about clout or revenge. I mean, at the end of the day, it really just seems like Cory was playing the fields, having fun with a couple of different girls. Yes, maybe some of them thought that it was something more serious, but either way, the guy did not do anything illegal. He had a fully consensual relationship with this woman. This is something that she said during a TikTok live just last night.
Between me and Cory. Like the SA happened to me when I was younger.
A whole different person.
And it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that he's saying something weird. Like, but he was being playful, and he was like saying like things like
Thank you for saying that.
A laugh. Like, we were like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable.
So the nature of the relationship was goofy and toxic. Now the combination of that is making niggas think it was something else. This is so bad. I hate the internet, bro. I really hate the internet. I hope none of my stuff ever gets on the internet.
About him. Like, really, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But and I'm gonna say this again. I never said he
bad
SA'd
publicity.
Me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
So yeah, it was kind of just one of those things where it was really none of our business, nor do I really give a shit if someone I watch for entertainment leads people on in their personal life.
I'm saying, like, bro, who gives a shit, bro? That's a grown-ass man. I can't expect him to be better than me. We all done did this shit. We all have did this shit. Hey, you gotta play ball.
Unless he wasn't doing anything
Play
illegal
ball.
or immoral, like I said earlier, I guess I just kind of think, who cares? Like, even the messages that she showed, they were either out of context or they seemed to be blown way out of proportion, like when he was merely joking around, or saying something else that we truly have no idea what prompted that response. And the other thing is, like, how he chooses to present himself in his professional life, in his videos and his streams, is really his choice. Like, honestly, the way she set this entire thing up, you would think he was out here on some Diddy shit, or maybe like some Minecraft YouTuber activity, but it was really none of that. I don't know, it's just crazy to me, because when I saw this last night, the way that people were talking about it on Twitter, the way his fans were reacting, you would think this guy did, like, the absolutely worst thing in the world, when it really just seemed like maybe he played this girl with very loose evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you guys will disagree with me in the comments, but Nothing about what he did here screams like, oh, this guy needs to be canceled to me. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this topic down below. If you're
Niggas
out
need
there,
to leave this nigga Corey alone, bro. That's what I think. Niggas need to leave Corey alone, bro. Cause the nigga ain't do shit. Like, the nigga was just being a nigga, bro. Like, that's what niggas do, bro. That's what humans do. You know, sometimes shit just don't work out. That's niggas gotta play ball, no cap. She be alright.